Hello, everyone. Day 160 of running consistently 2.5 miles. That sounds amazing to me. 160 days already. Wow, I feel great. Wow, yeah, it feels great to wake up this morning with limited rest and then got my strength exercise done and got my running done. Yeah, I was all over the place this morning. I was like, not rested very well. Yeah, a little bit late, but, started my workouts and yeah, morning started with a lot of distractions, but I won't say distractions, but my kids, they needed more attention and yeah, I gave them some attention and then family some attention, and then I started my workout and did my strength exercise and did my running. It was tough to push myself while running today because my mind was like, I'm not ready, let's go comfortable. Pushing a little bit at times, but it was kind of comfortable run because all I wanted was to finish this run today. Yeah, sometimes it's like, yeah, I just wanted to get that one more day, one more rep, because I don't want to lose my momentum because I have built this consistency over time, 160 days. Yeah, it took some effort, it took some attention, focus, and yeah, it took some time, but I'm so glad I managed to take that time out for my health, for my mind. Yeah, that's what the consistency looks like for me. Now I don't want to break this habit, to break this chain, break this, consistency, this discipline of taking care of my body, my mind. And it just gives me more energy. It gives me more satisfaction, actually. It gives me, the strength. It gives me the confidence that, like I didn't have. Yeah, before I used to think and, I would do something, but I would never do it. Or if I do it, I quit it really early. But now I'm like, yeah, I have this consistency. Now I have this discipline. No, nobody has to, train me for this. I already got this. Yeah, it's amazing how that happened. Yeah, this is amazing gift for me this year. Yeah, to build something, on my own. Some training with the help of a lot of people. Like it's not just me. With the help of the family, wife, parents, and coaches and trainers, and I listen to so many people in YouTube and Spotify, and my mind is open to learning new things every day, and that's why I got to this point. Otherwise, I was so busy, carried away with my daily things to do, and I never had time to think about how to improve, the daily grind, the daily. Yeah, it felt like I was just living the similar day every day, similar regrets every day. Like there was some progress, but like I was looking at the negativity, like what I couldn't do, because there were always used to be so many things I couldn't do. Right, I used to focus on that, and I was living like like kind of a regretful life every day. Even if like it was me who was controlling the whole thing. It was every day it was me, like like who could have taken control of that situation, but I was like regretting and not doing it, regretting and not doing it. And finally this year I managed to like like make some time for myself, and I have realized there are so many bad habits, like distracting habits, like phone, looking at phone a lot, and like not prioritizing what we want from the day. Like there are so many bad habits I realized I had, and knowing is half of the battle, because yeah, before I didn't even know like what was the problem. Like I just looked at, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, has the problem. But why I didn't do it? Because my mind is not focused, because I'm not focused on getting it done. I'm not focused on prioritizing those things. And now when I know it, it's half the battle won, because next is like it felt like when I know there's something aware, and when I'm aware of something long enough, then I just can't take it anymore. I start doing things, and that's how I have learned myself, like how my mind works. Like when I'm aware of something so long, then I automatically start doing it, and I really feel that that is a big force for me. Yeah, for the things that I couldn't do, I am thinking, I'm being aware, I'm reading books, I'm listening to, some motivators or some things about it. And then next thing I am doing it little by little, like, yeah, it's amazing how that works. Yeah. So, most important thing is, if we want to, if we are living a regretful life, then we have to we have to prioritize our life. We have to prioritize our health, and then we start seeing good things. Then only we have to focus on positive things daily, like grateful exercise or gratefulness exercise or something. Like where we we get back to that foundation. What actually matters for us, what is actually supporting us today, not yesterday. Today. Today is happening because of all this support system, and it's so important to recognize that we move we move on, go on about our day without realizing any of those things. And then you know what? And we are living unhappy life. We are not thankful. We are not grateful for all the things we have. And we just want something. We're chasing something. And it's like, it feels like like they call it rat race, like, yeah, we don't have to chase what everybody is chasing. We don't have to do what everybody is doing. We don't have to, be like everybody else. And that realization has changed so much for me. Like, if I am like everybody else, then, like I would hate that. I I don't like so many things I see in some people, and if I become like that, that's the worst thing. So that's what it became. Like when I became aware of my, actions, daily actions, and when I knew that daily actions, what we do every day, that's what we become, right? So yeah, that's what changed for me. If that's why I get back to my exercise, no matter what, because I don't want to become a weak person. I don't want to become a person who don't have time for their family. I don't want to be an ungrateful person. So, like that's why I do some things every day, because when I do every day, I'm becoming, that future version. That is, I really love to be, right? But when I'm not thinking about what I'm becoming and what I do every day, where my time is going every day, then I'm becoming someone like, that I don't like, because I'm not focusing on right things. I'm fully distracted. Not getting things done at the level that I want to get done. And I'm not grateful for the opportunities I have right now. And I'm not grateful for the people, and that's why I need this practice. That's why I need this exercise. I used to think I don't meditate like so many people like talk about. Yeah, this is the meditation. Like this is the time I take to realize things, to actually put things in me, like, to get things out, like to see things clearly. That's what meditation is. It's not like sitting in a pose and like just thinking about nothing. No, it's like we can do our own kind of meditation, but all it requires is that is that consistency every day to look into our life and what we want from it, or be grateful, or doing anything, by walking, by running, or by lifting gym, or by swimming, or by dancing. We can do anything, but it has to be that consistent practice, where we see ourselves improving, where we see ourselves putting some days in, then we feel powerful, then we feel confident. Yeah, confidence doesn't come from just sitting in the couch and just thinking and planning and just reading books. And yeah, reading books are great. It adds so much to the knowledge, but it just doesn't add anything to our life. It just gives a little bit of thinking. It becomes that one of those things we have listened, like one of the million things that we have listened, but unless we apply that, unless we live that, there is no use of learning those things. Action is the key. When we do something, that's when we actually feel the emotions. That's when we actually feel. When we do gratitude practice, that's when we feel grateful. If we just sit there and just do nothing, we don't feel grateful. We don't feel awesome. We don't feel energy. We don't feel the great, the love and support that we have around us. But when we focus on these things, when we focus on those people, then we feel it, right? It requires us to get, out of our comfort zone and just take that time to realize things, to look inside, like what went wrong in the past, and why it happened, and where I'm going now. Is it I'm going to the past, or am I going to the future? Am I going to becoming the person I really love, or is it going to is going to becoming the person I was in the past, who was regretful, who was just planning and who thought that he never had time, right? It's amazing how our mind works. So action is key. The realization is key. And when I do this every day, I feel great. Thank you, everyone.